Hen's night and all of this is basically the a girly kind of cake.
Right, okay. So now, tell us about the cakes that take most of your time. How long is the process to making these cakes?
Yeah, actually, it takes sometimes it takes 1 day, maybe two.
That's 24 hours in the kitchen.
Yeah. But still, I don't get tired.
Okay.
Yeah. So for decorating, actually, it takes more time than baking. Actually, so it takes about two. Some cakes takes 2 days.
Okay. So that's with baking and decorating, or just the decoration
baking
itself?
baking.
So it's a day each for each process.
Actually.
I understand that your cakes are layered with fondant. Is that right?
Yeah. All cakes are layered with fondant because to get that smooth finish.
Okay.
Obviously, it has to look nice. But the cakes are layered with buttercream inside, and on top. I'm layering it with fondant.
Okay.
And on top I put the decorations.
Right. Where do you source your tools? Now, I don't know anything about how to make a cake, unfortunately, but obviously there's cake molds, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So where do you source these materials out
There
from?
are some good stores in Sri Lanka now, but the molds and stuff, sometimes I buy them online, and there are a lot of tools for baking actually. Say cake molds, pans, and colors actually. It's important.
So what is it unique that you use to make these cakes, apart from anyone else? Do you understand that you use a very modern technique in making these cakes? Tell me about this technique.
Actually, I try to create some handmade stuff, I think they're pretty
handmade?
Special.
A cake? That's interesting. Please go on.
So, decorations, it's you could make flowers, but I don't know, I like to create, interesting themes.
Right. Tell me about the nitty-gritties when it comes to running a home business. I, for one, know how it is to be an entrepreneur in this country. So when you first started the business, how did you market yourself? And what were the throwbacks that you had that really kind of made you feel, oh, is it a good thing, or is it a bad thing that I'm actually running a business out of my house?
I think so far it's been good, for me.
Okay.
I enjoyed pretty much. So, it's always good to have a home run business and
to keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever get tired? No, you told me it takes 48 hours to make a cake. It depends on which cake, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired? Do you ever fall asleep in the kitchen? Oh yeah, honey, I'll be right up, and then just fall asleep on the kitchen counter?
That has never happened actually. I get tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I get tired, but I enjoy the process, so don't feel very hectic.
Right. Let me ask you this: what is your favorite ingredient that you love using when it comes to cake?
I love fresh vanilla beans.
Fresh vanilla beans?
They are so unique. I think it's not something artificial,
Okay.
It tastes good on cakes.
Right.
So I use a lot of that.
So vanilla is your favorite?
Yeah, I like chocolate also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chocolate and vanilla. What is the? Have you ever made? Okay, now you told me you were married. Does your husband ever come home and be like, "Honey, please make me a cake"? And would you be like, "Okay," and just make a quick cake?
Yeah, we sometimes I make cupcakes for tea time. It's really fast and quick.
Okay.
You can eat them and decorate them within 1 hour. So it's pretty quick.
Seems like the husband's having such a great time with the cakes. I wish my girlfriend could make cakes. All right, so what about cakes inspire you as a person? What does it bring out? Does it bring out the happiness inside of you?
Yeah. I think being a cake decorator is like a very optimistic profession, It's all about celebration. Pretty much it's all about having fun. So I think, it inspires me to, I feel happy doing it. Yeah.
I see. It seems like I've got to get into cake making. That would make me happy as well. All right, tell me about what is the best part of your job when it comes to these cakes?
Yeah, I think it has to be baking. I love baking.
Why baking?
I
thought
don't
that
know,
was like
it's
the annoying part. I kind of
No,
thought the
no, no,
decorating
no.
was-
Actually, I love that part. It's very
Okay.
therapeutic. You know, you mix eggs, butter, and sugar, and just put into oven. And I think the outcome is wonderful.
Right.
You know, but I love decorating also. So I get to meet new people, like when I'm
Yeah.
having clients. So get to new people, talk to them, and get to know what they want, what their likes
Yeah.
and dislikes. So it's fun.
Right. So, for example, if I was no, let's talk about clients when they come to meet you. If it's a wedding, do you ever like suggest, hey, maybe this cake would be good for you, and throw in a couple of ideas that would actually suit them, or do they come with their own sort of idea that they want for you to?
Oh yeah, actually, some clients come with the image or something like the cake,
Right.
what they want. But so for them, I try to recreate that, adding my own touches.
Right.
But for some, I sketch and create, you know, a whole new cake.
Yeah.
So I suggest always go for something simple and elegant. You know,
Okay.
simple cakes, but with wow factor. You know, often works very well.
But now these are clients that could actually speak. These are more like, you know, the older generation when it comes to babies, kids.
Yeah.
What would you suggest for them? Now, when I saw Spider-Man on the cake, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, for kids, it's nice to have something, you know,
Right.
fun, you know, with a theme. Like the cake here, it's like made out of candies, and Spider-Man is nice, and all the other cartoon characters.
Are they harder to deal with? Like kids especially were like, no, I don't want that.
No, they don't come and talk to me. Actually, moms do. So yeah, but it's sometimes they get fussy. But I try to create what they want actually.
Right. So it's obviously it's good when there's a mother around to keep the kids in line. All right. So if I was one of your clients and I came, hey Navoda, I'd like myself a cake, but I don't know what sort of cake I want.
Then I
Pretend, let's play a role here.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
how's it going?
Hello.
I would like a cake. Could you make a suggestion?
Yeah. Like, do you want a theme or?
I like themes. I'm a huge fan of comic books.
So, what's your favorite character?
That's a hard one. That's gonna take me a while. No, if I had to throw one, I would say Superman and Batman.
Yeah, you could have a Superman. I could make you a cake with Superman in one tier and Spider-Man on other.
Batman.
So,
Batman in the other.
what's your favorite like flavor?
My favorite flavor, I like. Wow, this is really interesting. There's so much options. Chocolate and lemon.
Okay, that's
like lemon
that's
flavor.
better. I think for the Superman tier we'll have chocolate, and for the what was the other one? Batman, right? For Batman we'll have chocolate, so you you could have both flavors on one cake, and Batman and Spider-Man. It was Superman, right?
Superman, yeah.
as well, yeah.
People get confused with Spider-Man and Superman, but
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
Yeah. So you could. It's pretty much you can create anything, you know.
You should, once the show is over, maybe you could get started on that cake, please.
Oh yeah,
And
okay,
I
I'll
will
do
come
it for you.
All right, so tell me, what is the charges like when it comes to making a cake?
You now have very competitive prices actually, starting from minimum, but it all depends on what type of cake you want,
Yeah.
the flavor, and always the more decoration you add, the more the cake will cost, obviously,
Right.
because these types of decoration take so much time, you know. That's why. So I have very competitive prices. Yeah.
All right, so you told me, unfortunately we're out of time, but you told me that you are on Facebook. And what
yeah.
are the keywords if I'm looking for the fan page?
Yeah, you have to type Kokoro's Event Parlor.
Coco Rose
then you,
Event Parlor
Yeah.
on Facebook.
yeah.
All you gotta do is like it, and that's pretty much, we could just send you a message
Yeah,
on
actually,
Facebook.
I run an online store, so you
Okay.
could place orders through FB, and there's my contact details, my email, and all. So you could always contact me, give me a call, drop me a message, and I can create the cake of your dreams.
Right. One quick question before we leave: is it possible that do we have to meet you when we do this, or could we always do it online?
No, actually, for these, for wedding cakes and stuff, some clients visit me, and often I pay them a visit because it works like that, So it's important to meet up with the client for this kind of cake. But for the normal decoration cake, you can place the orders online.
Right.
So when I meet the customer, I go and try to understand what they want actually, and try to create something suits them. It's like,
so your research
like
is
that.
fulfilled when you finally meet them. Okay,
Exactly.
so I get the process. All right, thank you so much for being on the show, and I love the cupcakes. Thank you so much. We're gonna share this once you're.
Yeah, okay,
Once you're-
I
all right.
appreciate
Navoda, really appreciate it for being on the show. If you want to know more about Navoda's cakes at Coco Rose, you can search again. It's Coco Rose
Event parlor.
Event Parlor on Facebook. So do check that out. Also visit our Facebook page on www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka. Click the like button, stand a chance to win merchandise by MTV. If you want more information about Navoda, you can email us at mtvsports@maharaja.lk. We'll be right back after this commercial break with the two engineers to speak about their organization. In case you just tuned in, you missed out on our segment where we spoke with the owner of Coco Rose. If you missed out on that segment, you can also check Good Morning Sri Lanka on YouTube. But now, we have engineers in the studio with the organization, the Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka. And they're here to speak about their organization and an event, Techno. If you would like me to introduce Engineer Javilal Migura, who is the Vice President of IESL. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And we have Engineer Prabodha Janasenar, the Chairman Civil Engineering Sectional Committee of IESL. Good morning to you. How's the drive here?
Not bad.
In the morning, yeah, I know. All right, so first things first, tell me about the origin story about IESL.
Okay, first of all, let me thank you for giving us this opportunity to introduce Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka and Techno. It's an institution of the professional engineers of this country.
Right.
All the professional engineers are members of this institution. It was started in 1906 in Anuradhapura by the British engineers.
Right.
And then it was evolved into this position as Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Originally it was Engineering Association of Ceylon. Now we have a very strong membership of around 13,000. It comprises of student members who are aspiring to be engineers, and then associate members who are just graduates, and then we have corporate members who are the chartered engineers.
Okay.
They are the people, they are the engineers who are qualified to practice engineering in Sri Lanka. So you have to be a chartered engineer, you have to be a corporate member in the institution to practice engineering in Sri Lanka.
Right. I know this is going to sound like a very obvious question, but what is the main objective of starting this organization?
Yeah, this is to promote professional engineering practices in Sri Lanka.
Right.
So that is the basic objective.
Right. Today, what are its key functions for engineers?
Okay, its key functions are to promote engineering, promote correct engineering practices in Sri Lanka, regulate engineering practices in Sri Lanka, and then especially having links with international institutions to get recognition for the Sri Lankan engineers in the international arena.
Oh, that's brilliant. All right, so you gentlemen are here to speak about an event, Techno 2013, which is an annual event. Tell me a bit about this that you hold every year. When did it start?
It was started in 1985.
Right.
So this is the 28th time we are having it.
Wow.
Annually we have this event, Techno
2013.
2013. So there are a lot of events in that. So we have about 250 stallholders display their engineering products and services in that.
Right.
And the main thing is now engineering organizations are taking part in that.
Okay.
Right. Then Institute of Engineers has branches all over the country in provincial wise, right? So we have provincial officers in all provinces.
Okay.
So they are taking part in this event. So we have an engineering pavilion. So housing all the representatives from the provinces, having their stalls in that, and we are having it very successfully up to now.
That's really good to hear. All right, so how did the institution come up with this idea? You know what, we should have an event every year called Techno. How and why did they come up with this?